Okay, here I am logged into ClearVantage 9 as a CalChiro employee, and I want to take a look at some of the new reports that are available, specifically an aging report and some deferred revenue reports. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Financials, click on Financial Reports, and you'll see that we've added 3 reports to your hosted version of ClearVantage. An aging report as of date, a deferred due schedule by month for a particular fiscal year, and also a deferred revenue detail report that allows you to look into the details of any account balance. So let's get started with the aging report as of date. Since this is a copy of your database that's about 3 weeks old, I'm going to go ahead and look back and run this as of September 15th. So now I'm looking at your aging report as of the 15th of September. You'll see here, it's actually a pretty lengthy report, 114 pages. If I scroll down to the end here, you'll see that our total outstanding balance as of 9/15, let's see, we have, it looks like $63,000 outstanding. We have $74,302 that has been invoiced. Of that $74,302, we have received $10,562, giving us a current balance at 9/15 of $63,740. Scroll back up here at the top. We can just basically take a look at any of these details. We also can run this at a summary level and not show the detail, but we ran it at a sort of a detailed level to show you all the invoices that make up your deferred revenue, or actually your aging report. Deferred revenue is next. Okay, so another nice feature here is that has click-through capability. So if I'm looking at this invoice and I want to see, geez, what did we bill Douglas Anderson for? I can just click here on the invoice, and that will actually open the invoice right from the report. And so I can see that we billed Douglas $10 easy pay, $5 for district pack, $62 for their full membership, as well as a $1 contribution to the state pack. Other nice features is I can save this as a PDF. In fact, I'm going to save this and send it along to you guys. So I'm going to hit save. I'm going to save as a PDF. Click all. And I'm going to save it here and say CalChiro, or as of 9/15. And you will have this with the email that I sent with this link. Okay. I can also search. In addition to, I can export this to Word, I can export it to Excel. There's lots of various options. I can do a search and say, for example, I want to find in this particular aging report, I want to find a particular person like, oh, let's say last name is Smith. So it's gone ahead and found me Stephen Smith. And I can see that he owes us $79, and it is currently 30 days past due. You can also undock. What this means is that if you have a larger screen, like right now I'm recording in a small screen, I can undock this, and that will move this outside of my window so I can have the report on one side of my screen and ClearVantage on the other, so I can easily look at the report, go to accounts in ClearVantage, and go back and forth, and then hit refresh to rerun the report. Speaking of refresh, I'm looking at it here. I ran this, as you can see, this is as of 9/15. Now if I want to go back earlier and say, okay, what was my balance as of June 1st? Well, I can either close the report and rerun it, or just hit refresh and say, okay, I want this report as of June 30th. So let's say June 30th here. Okay. Okay, it's finishing up the report here. And now we have 52 pages, and we have a completely balanced due. Before we had, as of 9/15, we had around 74,000. If I look back in time, on 6/30, we had 44,000 Total and open invoices, 11,479 paid against those for a net balance of 32,879. Okay, we are on to requested report 2, a deferred due schedule by month for a fiscal year. When I run this report, it asks me for a fiscal year that I would like to run the deferral report for. Now, it doesn't have to be run by fiscal year, but we find that this default report is one that our clients like because they can see what's coming over from the previous year into this year and what will be pushed forward into the next year. It's great for reconciliation purposes with your accounting system. So I'm going to go ahead and select last fiscal year just because we're sort of just getting started in fiscal year 2016, and I want to pull up a year that has a full year's worth of data. So I'm going to select the 2015 fiscal year report. And you'll see here that it's pulled up the deferred revenue recognition report for fiscal year 2015. Over here on the right, I can see the deferred account code. You see I have it for display advertising as well as for event. I'm going to focus in here on the deferred dues revenue schedule. You'll see that I'm pulling over 105,917 in this deferred account, basically memberships that were sold last year that we're going to recognize the revenue for this year. You can also see the debits and credits that are going to occur to the deferred account over each month. And finally, what will be carried over, this 93,000, into next year's deferred revenue report. If I go ahead and take a look here, this number here should be the first number, the carryover balance, in my 2016 report. I'm going to select 2016, and you'll see here that the account balance from June of 2014 is being pulled over into the starting period of July 2015. Again, coming back to the 2015 report, and you can run it for back to 2010, and this again gives you a breakdown of exactly what's coming into this fiscal year, how deferred revenue is going to be debited and credited over the 12-month period, what's going to be carried over into the next fiscal year. Or actually, this isn't being carried over. This is so far how much has been booked for the next fiscal year. And we can see exactly where the revenue is coming from. Now, CalChiro has one membership dues account. We'll have clients, this will often look like 40/10, senior membership, 40/20, junior membership, 40/30, pack revenue, etc. It's fine to have it all lump summed, and that's how we have it here into one membership dues account. So there is the deferred revenue recognition report by month for fiscal year. Finally, if I want to drill down and see what the balance of any particular account is in the deferred revenue report, I can go ahead and take a look at the deferred detail report, where I can select a specific particular account and say, for example, I want to take a look at my deferred dues revenue, and I want to look at it for a particular point in time. So I want to take a look at what exactly makes up this report in September of 2015. Actually, let's go back a month. So let's go back to August and hit OK. And this will give me a detailed breakdown of everything. Well, actually give me a summary, but then when I click through, we had the drill through capabilities. And so I get the detailed of the balance in this account. And so before I summarized that, it was at 17,262. Now I can see a breakdown of the detailed, every invoice that's available, every invoice that creates this account balance of 17,000, or negative account balance of 17,262. Okay, that concludes the financial reporting section of this demonstration, where we talked about an aging report, a deferred revenue report, as well as a drill-through report to look at the details of a deferred revenue account. To summarize, we've also shown you the incredible ClearVantage Connect that will allow CalChiro to build the website that will impress its members and allow them to have great service online. We also demonstrated the browser-based version of ClearVantage where you can easily look up customers, open the records, register for events, basically do almost everything you need to be able to do from a browser, as well as ClearVantage Mobile, where you're able to, on your phone, look up your appointments, look up members, do everything you need from any device. Pull up records, register for them events, basically do everything you need. So hopefully you have everything you need to make your decision to continue with Euclid for many years to come. Thank you.